Every 4 years, the US goes to elections and American citizens directly cast their vote for the person whom they want to see as their president. In India, we too have a president who is elected every 5 years. But have you ever voted for the Indian president?
The president and the vice president are two important constitutional offices in the country. The president is not only the head of the executive, but is also a key part of the legislature. The vice president is the chairman of the upper house and is responsible for conducting its proceedings. Mr. Kovind and Mr. Naidu's 5-year terms are coming to an end in the coming months. In this video, we're looking at how their successors will be elected.
There are 3 key ways in which the election of the president is different from the state and national elections that you may be familiar with. First, the president is elected by an electoral college consisting of national and state legislators. This means that the MPs and MLAs that we vote for in turn elect the president. Members of state legislative councils and nominated members of Rajya Sabha do not form part of this college and therefore do not vote in the presidential elections. Second, the presidential election does not follow the one vote, one value principle. Instead, the votes of MPs and MLAs have differing values. This is how it works.
The value of each MLA's vote is decided based on the population of the state and the number of members in the state assembly. For the purpose of electing the president, population figures from the 1971 census are used. As an example, Karnataka's population is taken as 2.9 crores and it has 224 MLAs. This is further divided by 1000 to arrive at a manageable number and then rounded off. This brings the value of vote of each Karnataka MLA at 131. The same is done for all states. Because of the difference in population across states, an MLA from UP has a value of 208 while an MLA from Sikkim has 7. Next, the value of an MP vote is calculated. This is done by dividing the total value of all votes of MLAs across the country by the total number of elected MPs. Unlike MLAs, the vote of MPs has the same value irrespective of their states.
Finally, unlike state and national elections, the president is elected through a system of proportional representation through a single transferable vote.
In this system, the electors can indicate multiple preferences instead of voting for a single candidate. A successful candidate must also secure more than 50% of the total value of votes. Counting of votes is done in multiple rounds. In round 1, the first preference votes are tallied. If no candidate is able to secure the quota of votes in round 1, then the votes for the least likely candidate are transferred to the second preferences marked on each ballot. This process continues until a candidate secures the quota.
The president and the vice president are elected separately. The election of the vice president is much more straightforward. MLAs do not vote for the vice president. Instead, members of parliament of both houses, including nominated members, vote for the vice president through the single transferable vote system. The value of each MP's vote is 1. For more information on everything legislative, visit our website prsindia.org.